Hello everyone, this is JoJo. I'm just calling to give you an idea of what life living with Lance is all about. So you're going to learn to love living with the life of Lance. We purchased a 2020 Lance, and it's pretty much this layout. We have the big couch as far as our Lance that we have. As we move ahead, this is the most beautiful picture here. This is underneath where you sit to have your dinner. We had a dog bed under there. And as you can see, we don't have to set out a bowl for our dog to get water because it accumulates underneath there. Now, the black spots, that's not water, that's mold. But our dog, if you can see right around down in this area, right here, this is water. So if you leave, don't worry about it. Your dog will find water in the Lance in the wintertime, so you can feel safe. Next picture we have, this is great because you buy a wooden floor and you get used to the wooden floor and you're like, oh, I wish I could throw down a rug or something like that just to change it up a little bit. No worries, you can throw down a rug, it'll change up a little bit because you can get little black mold spots and it'll change the whole pattern. So instead of like hanging a new picture, you just change the floor coloring with the mold. And as you can see along the wall there's moisture buildup up there. And again, don't worry about leaving your dog in the RV because he will find water in the wintertime. Good news on the next picture is we have something for you. Right here, as you can see, in the evening, this is up around where you stay in your RV. And if you stay in the Lance, don't worry about it. At night, you can peel off some of the ice here and then make it into a cocktail. So you'll never be without ice. And again, you can see you will never be without water as well. But there's plenty of areas to catch ice. When you're in the bathroom, okay, you're going to find that the ice builds up around the top of it. Again, you might be able to make yourself like a margarita with a, frozen ice. No place that I found, oh wait, there is a place where I found a little bit more hard ice for you if you are a Scotch drinker. If you go up along the edge, if there's anything up along the edge by the door, you're going to get a nice freeze of ice. The moisture will just freeze up. Now remember, it's 32 inside, so don't feel like you have to turn down the heat to get this ice. It will build up, even if it's at 60 some in the room. But then you can just take a little knife, like a putty knife, and go down the side of it, have a glass going down it, and there you'll have your ice. So don't ever feel like you're going to be without. It's there for you. Okay. On our next picture, we're going to give you a close-up that you can see it's pretty thick. So you can probably get two cocktails out of this, or if you have kids, probably at least a slushie with it. And don't worry about your kids getting stuck in the RV. It's not going to be a problem in the wintertime because, as you see, this is the door. It's frozen, so you can't keep it shut. Okay, so the kids can't get trapped inside there because once it freezes like this, it's not going to thaw out until the weather gets nice again. Or you use a blow dryer to lock it. So just have a blow dryer ready when you're inside, when you want to lock it at night. But to feel safe so the kids won't get locked in, there it is. It just lights up and you don't have to do this. It does it itself. The next area you're looking at here, I believe is, this is right in the closet where you hang your clothes. That's up against the wall. And again, look, don't worry about moisture. You probably don't even have to put a dog water dish out. Okay, there's enough moisture in here for your dogs. Okay, now you're gonna ask, why am I showing water in the closet? Remember back in the day when we used to tie-dye? Well, I'm going to show you. No need to tie-dye when you have the Lance. This is our bathrobe. If you get tired of seeing it the same old color green, just hang it in that closet. You will get mold buildup on it. It's not as colorful because, you're getting gray and green up against green. But if you had a white bathrobe, you get a little bit more color in it. But this is, when it was hanging in the closet, we went to pull it out, and lo and behold, we had the mold on it. It's kind of a low budget way to tie-dye. But if you're looking how to make a living while you're living in your RV, here it is. Now, we weren't living in this RV. We were using it for the ski season. So on the next picture, oh, went too far. There's my shirt. And again, if you get tired of one color, you want a little bit more dots. I wish I could figure out a way to put the mold on just the flowers, because I think it might give it a better effect. You guys let me know. The next one up on it, well, this is just a design, okay? This was where you sit on the bench, all right? I was pulling it up to vacuum, and I came across, again, all these mold dots. Now, what you can do with this is flip them around. This mold will be there. It'll change the view a little bit. The one on the right you're going to see is just mold up against the back of the bench. Not much you can do with it because people aren't going to see it, but if you leave it there and don't wipe it up, it'll also start to build. If you change your cushion around and want to show the mold on the top, it'll also build that cushion around, so you can actually get more and more mold buildup in there. And it may, change the design a little bit. We didn't go that far in experimenting, but, if you guys do, shoot a note here in this YouTube, and we'll see if we can add some more comments to it. And again, that's just the color of the mold. It kind of, if you notice, and I didn't notice this until just now, the colors of that almost match the material. And I didn't plan that, guys, but it does look, they do match. And I did not plan that, but I just noticed it now. Okay, speaking of dogs, okay, now this one is of our dog bed. Again, tie-dye. You don't have to worry about tie-dyeing. It'll just automatically change on its own, because this was the dog bed that was underneath where you sit and eat, because that's a perfect place, because you know how you want your dog to have, feel like it's in a shelter. So we put one of those, big round beds underneath there, so she could just step up there and lay down. Now remember, it's only 3 of us in here. Our dog and my husband, and we're getting all this moisture. Don't have to worry about it drying out. Okay, next I want to tell you, for you guys, now you can try this, for you guys who want to make a living while you're living in your van, or you're just vacationing in it, or just go in it at night when you have it parked in your driveway. This is underneath that couch, and I have to say the couch is very comfortable. We did really enjoy that couch. But look at, if you can see on the paper here, this is how much moisture is underneath the couch. And guys, don't think that the moisture appears one place and doesn't appear in the other place. So don't think that, if you grow mushrooms underneath of your couch, that you're not going to be able to have your ice for your slushies or cocktails. They happen at the same time. It's not like one gets, moisture and mold and the other one doesn't get moisture. So they're both be there. All of this happens all at the same time. So if you want to become a mushroom farmer and make a living, a little bit of a living out of this, here you go. You can just put them underneath the couch. It's dark. They're out of the way. You can try different kinds of mushrooms. Now, we didn't quite try, but as you can see with the arrows pointing, that's how much moisture you have underneath there. And you can see with the paper that it was wet, that's about how much moisture you're going to get underneath. There's plenty of room for mushrooms, plenty of rooms. Now, you always want to start mushrooms in a particular area, and then move them into maybe some dirted area and stuff like that. You can do a recycling, because sometimes you might not have enough room underneath the couch for all of them, if you want to try and really make a living at it. So all you need to do is put the starters of the mushrooms. You just have to move those right to where your bed area is. Okay, because as you can see, this is the mold on the bed. So if you have the stardom, I don't know what they're called, but if you get the starter part of the mushroom, you can probably grow them pretty well on your mattress. And then when they're strong enough, you can move them probably to underneath the couch. Okay, it's just an idea. I didn't try it, but it's an idea for you. Because as you can see, there is a lot of moisture in the bed area. Okay, and it is growing mold. So I'm thinking if it spores, right? And if it can grow mold like this, I think you could probably start doing the mushrooms. Now, I don't know how they're going to mix together, or whether or not you can stop the mold by growing the mushrooms underneath there. But hey, if you're looking to see how you can make a living while you're in your RV, Lance has, I'm giving you some ideas. All right. Now this is, it may look like there's mold under here, but I don't, the mold seems to stay on the mattress. Now, again, moisture. You know how you have to put a cup of water by your bed to get a drink? Or you have to get up out of bed to go to the bathroom to get a drink? Not the case in a Lance. No siree. All you need to do is have a straw by your bed. You have a straw by your bed. You wake up thirsty in the middle of the night. You got enough moisture behind there to get a nice quick drink. And you don't even have to get out of bed to get it. This is right up against the wall on the bed. And as you can see, if you use a straw a lot and you drink a lot of the water, I don't think you'll get these mold spots that are happening on it. Time will tell. Testing will tell. You must test. This again is up there underneath, and you can see there's a lot of moisture here. You can see the big bubbles that are happening here. So if you had a straw, there's a great amount of bubble and water you can get there. Now, you're going to have to be careful because see these little white spots down here? Because there's so much moisture, the laminate that they use on it is peeling up. So be careful with the straw. I'm just giving you a warning because heaven forbid you're getting a nice good drink in the middle of the night and the laminate comes up and goes into your straw. Just want to tell you it can happen, all right? Next thing I want to show you is, oh yeah, this is over top of your, where you eat, right there in the kitchen area. This is the moisture. I was watching TV one night and I noticed beading. And I'm like, wow, I didn't put any beading up there. I have to admit, I am a person who loves bling. And I'm thinking, and I just started flickering. I'm like, did my husband put bling up there to please me? Nope. I got a little closer and look, it is just drops of moisture that go all the way across the top. Pretty much, you're going to find about a 2-inch all the way around the top and 2 inches all the way around the bottom of the lance that get moisture. So that's what I'm saying. Don't worry about your dog being in there, and if he knocks over the dog dish or you forget to leave him water. There's going to be plenty. And as you can see, a lot of people like moisture, especially if you're in a dry climate, because we were skiing in a dry climate. It's not like we're skiing back east. We're skiing out west, and we all know it's dry there. And you know how many people in their houses, they're like, oh, I can't get my humidity up above 30, 35. If they get it up to 40, they're feeling really good. Not in a Lance. In a Lance, our moisture was up to 80%. Hence why you can grow the mushrooms. I'm just giving you little ideas and letting you know how love living the life of Lance. Now the next one is, you know, you have all those skylights up there where you get these little skylights and you can see how much moisture we get up there. You run out of moisture, just try and figure out a way. I haven't quite figured out a way how we can capture this moisture, but I have figured out how you can wash your face. You know when you get up in the morning and you want to wash your face? You get up and you don't want to wake up your mate, but you do want to refresh yourself. Well, one of these skylights is over top of the bed. And lo and behold, just sleep with your face up because eventually a big old splash of water is going to come down and splash you in the face. And there you go. You don't have to get out of bed to wash your face. And believe me, it feels really refreshing when it drops from the ceiling in the middle of the night on your face. It's just like, woo! It refreshes you so much you just want to wake up your husband. There you go.
Order
I know you're
filled.
all laughing at that now. This is just a different areas so that you know there is a lot of moisture in there, especially out west. The nightstand by the bed, we were up to 60 degrees, 60% humidity, excuse me. Under the couch, as you can see, it's up there around 80, 90, perfect to grow mushrooms. This is the bed. Remember I was telling you could use a straw? I set this there and the humidity was up to 80%. Can you believe it? Now we were told, you know, this is a 4 seasons certified, and it's certified, I believe, by Lance, which we should have known. But we were told to open the windows, open the hatches, and turn on the fan, and that'll take the moisture out. Okay, but we tried that, and it didn't work. It was back within hours. Actually, I left all the windows and everything open all day long, okay, because we had a really nice day. It actually got up to 30 something because this is 4 seasons, so we were using it for skiing, right? We were told just open the windows and turn on the fan and the moisture will go away. I don't know what we were supposed to do about it being 10 degrees outside, but you know, we just turn up the heat, you know, why not? But don't worry, it does come back. It'll be back within a day. So you're still going to have water within a day. So that's okay. You either get a really big heating bill, propane bill, or you get a lot of moisture. So it's your call on what you want. Here you can just see damage. That's the thing. We started getting damage in the shower because of the freeze and thaw. And as you can see right up here, it started happening. And this, guys, I remember I was telling you, don't worry about it. You don't have to leave up the heat for the moisture to get some ice and stuff. Nah, see, it was up at 61, and we still had the freezing along the wall there in the bedroom door. So you just still will get that ice. All right. And the moisture, I don't know what to tell you about this one. This is a TV antenna, and the moisture was coming out. The only thing I can say is we could put flavoring up there, maybe get flavored water. That's the only thing I could say about, you know, that helping, you know. Next one down. This is the moisture, again, the beaded one that was up there. I had a flashlight up by the bed. You can see that's up by the bed. That's all the water. Remember I was telling you with the straw, it may be a good idea to grab a flashlight. I know it's an extra step, but you might be able to grab a flashlight so you know you aren't picking up any of those particles there. Now, I'm not saying try and drink the water underneath where the dog bed is, you know, now, because I could get dog hairs there, all right? You just want to, but if you're going to do it around the bed, keep a flashlight there, okay? And the hanging closet, that's where your mold was. So just to give you an idea there. And again, this is just a moisture. Again, moisture I was telling you about, that it has a 2-inch all around, pretty much all around the whole RV that it happens. The next one, oh, here, you don't have to worry about painting anything to change the decor. You know how I was telling you how the water builds up around all the skylights? Well, it builds up so much that it rusts your screws. So there you go. Your screws can change a different color. If you like the color orange, it's going to probably build up and turn orange all the way around there. No need to paint to change it. It's just going to happen on its own. Saves you a step. Okay, this is just another picture of the bed. Like again, the mattress will change. Don't worry about it. You know, you're just gonna have a different color schemes. I've noticed the colors though. You're only going to get browns and whites and greens. So if you're going for purples and reds and whatnot, it's not going to happen. Okay. This is just this is just another warning. See, you can tell you're not going to want to get a drink from a particular area because you're going to see bubbles first. Okay, once it starts to bubble, then it's going to break up and damage it a little bit. So that's it. Now, I will have a video in a little bit more. Most of this is with moisture. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm just telling you how you can live the life with Lance and have water at your disposal anytime you need it. And you might be able to start your own business inside when you are traveling in your Lance. There you go. I'll have another video out for all of you in the near future. Thanks all. Love living the life with Lance.